we making like a home brewed meth?
No, no, we are not. Anyway,
Buds.
yeah,
I mean,
it's it's this time of year, and I enjoy some foraging stuff and whatnot. And I know you guys are great at trying new stuff, and I can feed or make you eat or drink just about anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
We'll put anything in our mouths.
Yeah, right. So I do have to say, does anybody have a nut allergy or an allergy to mangoes that they're aware of?
Not that I'm
Okay,
aware
that's
of.
the only thing
We're
that
about
they
to find out.
Yeah, right, we're about to find out. So what we're going to make today is a sumac lemonade. Okay, if you're familiar with the sumac tree, yes.
If like poison sumac makes me break out and shit, should I drink this?
This is not poison sumac.
Okay.
Poison sumac is
sure?
is something different. And for those folks on the eastern part of the United States, please take the time to know the difference between poison sumac and regular sumac, okay? Because there is a difference, and the poison sumac will make your life miserable, all right? We don't have to worry about it here in Wisconsin. We don't have much poison sumac here, if any at all.
Okay.
And I'm very familiar with the sumac that's growing in my backyard. It's not poison. I've had this several times.
Okay.
I've had this several times before, and I'm just normal, so I'm fine. Unfortunately, where we're filming right now, I looked around. I was going to show the viewers a picture of a sumac tree, but Google it, you'll find it. It's no big deal. But what we do is we harvest the berries here, okay? And the best time to harvest the sumac berries is mid to end of July. So we're getting right to the end of the season. We've had a little bit more rain than you'd want because it can wash some of the flavor out. So it's interesting to see what this is going to come out with. Every batch is a little different, all right? So you start usually with about 6 or 8 berry heads of sumac like so, okay? And it's pretty cool. You want to separate the berries as much as you can from the stem. There's a lot of tannins in the green part, which can add to a bitterness and whatnot.
Okay.
But basically you start by taking a head like this, and then what I do is I kind of break off the berries. You can see how they're falling, and I'll put those into a pitcher, okay? And then this part, I'll discard this part for the most part. Some of the small ones I'll leave in, but you want to get most of that out of there. And then once you get all of these into a pitcher, you fill it with cold water. Again, cold water is important because if you put hot water in it, if you think of tea and stuff, they use hot water. Well, if you put hot water in this, again, it'll suck those tannins out of any of that stem stuff that you have in there.
Oh, yeah.
Can make it bitter. So you want to use cold water and let it steep for hours and hours.
Hours and hours.
Yep. So before I came here, I went through this process, and the end result is some concoction that looks like this, okay? You know, I can get Dan and get a good look at that.
Urine color.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of rough, right?
Yeah.
So what we want to do at this point now, this has been steeping since about 10 o'clock this morning, so we're going about 5 hours, all right?
Yep.
What we're going to do now is we're going to strain this off. You can use cheesecloth, you can use a strainer, but you'll still get chunks. I use a jelly strainer, so a nice fine basket or a bag here, and it'll get out any of the fine hairs, any dirt, or God forbid bugs that ended up in it. I did give everything a quick rinse before I did put it in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and actually I'm going to pull this lid off and I'll add it in here nice and slow.
Right? And it looks like piss.
Yeah, a little bit. And normally, which is a little concerning to me, normally you get a little bit pinker flavor. Color.
Wait, this is disconcerting to you?
Well,
It's an off color.
I shouldn't say
Yeah.
But that, it goes to show that that's just kind of the way that the berries develop, and then when you catch them, right? You want to wait until they're nice and red like this. Sometimes you get them and it'll be a little more green, it'll be a little tartar, and whatnot. So you can see it's draining out here.
You can see that these are really a little bit more darker than these here.
Yep, than those there as well. So I'm just going to give this a quick wipe down here, get most of the
I did
stuff.
a quick wipe down the other day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drink a lot of pills.
So
Messy.
now we've got this in there. I'm just going to give the bag just a little squeeze at the top.
And we already got bees invited. That's
Bees
nice.
like it. Give it a nice little squeeze on top, just kind of get it out there. This is going to be really interesting, fellas. Okay, so I'll separate that. I'm just going to add this back into my pitcher real quick.
Okay. Does this make me more vigor or anything?
Yeah, oh, sure. Yeah, smell that. You can smell the tartness coming off it, right?
It actually smells really nice.
Yeah.
What flavors
Yeah, it
are
does.
you smelling right now?
Sumac.
Yeah, well, it's got almost a citrusy flavor. It's going to be tart, like a,
Lemon or-
Yeah, lemony and whatnot. And so now here's our Sumac-Aid, and this is a great light, refreshing drink, okay?
Okay.
I'll put the cover on here, and we're just about ready to try this, okay?
I'm excited.
Thirsty.
Yeah.
Get us a couple cups here. And I did have one here, a clear one that we can get a really good look in when it's, when it's all done. I'm getting crazy here. I brought some ice cubes for us. Yeah, yeah. Well, you know what? Lemonade is not lemonade without ice, right? So why would Sumac-Aid be Sumac-Aid without ice, right?
Pete really knows how to treat his guests.
I try. Now, you may not be saying that in, 1 to 3 hours if you're having some sort of allergic reaction in the hospital.
Why does he say shit like that? It just makes me nervous as hell.
I would.
Placebo effect.
Yeah, placebo effect. I'm gonna be in the hospital tonight. There's nothing wrong with you, sir. I'm dying.
So, but before I do that, what I'm gonna do is some people take it straight, right?
Yeah.
I like to sweeten mine a little bit.
Ooh, I like the idea.
So I'm gonna pour some in here.
Right.
Yeah, right. Make sure I don't knock that over.
Yeah, you don't want to spill the
And in here is just regular granulated sugar. Okay.
regular Coke.
Yep. So I'm just gonna put, let's put
Homemade energy.
about a tablespoon in there. That should be enough to knock the tartness down just a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna come over here. Yeah. Get us a couple toasty. Get us a couple wedges of lemon here, right, for us to use. And I'm just gonna cap this. Give it a shake.
Shake,
That
shake,
sugar.
shake.
Oh, we're leaking a little bit. That's
Shake,
you notice
shake,
how
shake.
I did it away from my body.
Ah, very good.
Nothing but the finest equipment here for us to use.
Stainless steel plastic.
Yeah, right. Let's see. I guess I didn't need to do that. I can do this. Pop the lid,
Pop the tap.
and then it should be as simple as just pouring a couple glasses here for us to try. Get one for. And I didn't have any vodka.
Oh.
Okay, so we got some couple wedges of lemon into the glasses. Helps, it'll add a little bit of extra brightness to it, as well as a little color.
I like a little brightness
It'll
in my
also
day.
forget what you're drinking while you're there. So, and so I haven't tried this yet. But if you smell it,
It smells good.
it smells good, right? Light,
God.
refreshing, summery
Yeah.
drink, right? So I guess here goes. Cheers to the group. Let's give it a shot. I look forward to your feedback. Not a whole heck of a lot of flavor in there, is
No,
it?
but it has a nice sweetness. You got a little bit of tart to it.
Yep. And so it's a real light drink. And we've had a lot of rain around here, so that was a little bit of my fears that some of that tartness would have been washed out. That's one thing that
really
the
good.
experts warn you about. But yeah, it's a very light summer drink, very quick and easy. If you're out in the country, you have a pasture with sumacs in it. It's kind of a fun thing to do with the family. If you've got kids, do that as well. It gets them excited. And you can have a lemonade type drink whenever you want that way.
Now, I have one quick question. Does the sumac have any medicinal?
I
does it help?
haven't looked into that.
Yeah, like I didn't know maybe it helped with like blood flow or how they.
Oh, sure, it does all of that stuff.
I'm sure it does, yeah.
It cures cancer and everything. So,
I didn't
Even
know,
my
yeah.
diabetes.
yep.
Oh God,
Oh, the sugar we added does that. It cures your diabetes.
here's it quick.
So anyway, I wanted to just kind of share with you. It was kind of fun. We're getting to the end of the season. Wanted to.
You want to try it?
I do, but I don't know if I can cure it.
I know
He knows how many places I've been.
we can mix up Dan one off
This is
camera.
really good.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you like it.
God, this is great. Thank
so
you, Pete.
stay tuned. Hopefully, I'll bring you some more little fun stuff like this,
Right.
and you can
Rock
try it out.
man. That was some
Or
good
it's
stuff.
on.